In his first sermon, Pope Leo XIV encouraged the card to recognize the miracles and blessings that God gives us, according to the words of the psalm. In this ministry of Peter, he said, "You have entrusted to me this cross and the blessing that is this mission. I know that I can rely on each of you to go along with me in our journey as a church, as a community of friends of Jesus, as believers to proclaim the good news, to proclaim the gospel." As Peter's successor, God entrusts him with the treasure of the Christian faith to be its faithful steward, so that the church may be more and more a city set on a mountain. Cf. Reverend 21:10. The Ark of Salvation sailing on the waves of history is a lighthouse that illuminates the nights of the world. The Pope said this will be accomplished through the holiness of church members. Peter, when asked by Jesus about his faith in him, expresses his inheritance through the apostolic succession. Jesus is the Messiah, Son of the living God. That is the only Savior and revealer of the face of the Father. The Pope recalled that in Jesus, God, in order to make himself close and accessible to men, revealed himself to us in the trusting gaze of a child, in the lively mind of a child. The Pope also recalled the question Jesus posed to his disciples about who people thought he was. It is a question about the modern world in which we live. Today too, there is no shortage of contexts in which the Christian faith is regarded as something absurd, meant for the weak and the unintelligent. Contexts in which other safeguards such as technology, money, success, power, pleasure are placed above it. When faith is rejected, the consequences are dramatic. The Pope admitted that these are environments in which it is not easy to testify and proclaim the gospel, and the believer is ridiculed, persecuted, despised, or at least tolerated and treated with pity. And yet this is precisely why these are places where mission is urged, because lack of faith often entails dramas such as loss of meaning in life, forgetting mercy, violation of the dignity of the human person in its most dramatic form, family crisis, and many other wounds through which our society suffers. And not all. The Pope said that we are to bear witness to our faith and renew Peter's confession. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. It must be done personally, as well as a church. The Pope cited the example of St. Ignatius of Antioch, who, condemned to be eaten by wild animals in the circus, wrote, "Then I will truly be a disciple of the Jesus Christ, when the world will not even see my body." The Pope noted that these words refer in a broader sense to the indispensable obligation of anyone who exercises a ministry of authority in the church. Disappear, so that Christ may remain, become little, so that he may be known and loved. CFJN 3:30. Devote himself to the end, so that no one may lack the possibility of knowing and loving him. The Pope emphasized that all this applies above all to him as the successor of Peter, as he begins his mission as Bishop of Rome.